Thank you for taking the time to view this video. I ask for a few minutes of your time to tell you about Citizens Choice. Hi, I'm Richard Hall, and Citizens Choice is a project of passion for me and my massively transformative purpose. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to watch our 2 explainer videos to describe what we're up to. In short, Citizens Choice uses potent technology to transfer decision-making to citizens and away from money and power elites with a free app. Citizens Choice defeats partisan thinking, special interest money, and biased media, and makes sure votes matter by transforming politics, providing real-time choices on issues, keeping score on your representatives, and avoiding political hype. In this video, I want to share with you how I came to create Citizens Choice and why. To be sure, Citizens Choice is not about me, it's about you and the future of our democracy. But the story of Citizens Choice is important because most citizens are cynical about anything to do with politics, and rightfully so. As I relay the story of Citizens Choice, I have a request of you. For the next few minutes, set aside any bias that gets triggered as you hear my story. We all have some bias, and I'm certain something I say will trigger yours. I ask that you ignore it and simply hear the Citizens Choice story. Here's some brief background on me as a person so you can decide what box you want to put me in. I'm a 66-year-old man born in Indiana and living in Northern California. I have 3 adult daughters, 1 adult son, and 9 grandchildren. 2 of my children are disabled veterans. I've been married twice and divorced twice. I enlisted in the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam era, but was honorably discharged before going active because the war ended. Work-wise, I help folks resolve tax problems, start businesses, file bankruptcy, and get veterans benefits they deserve. I've been president of my local Chamber of Commerce and active in my Rotary Club. I'm an unabashed workaholic, and I derive satisfaction from helping people. So why Citizens Choice? I came of age during the transformational 60s and became keenly interested in government, the legislative process, and unavoidably politics. Because of that, my high school, St. Genevieve's, asked me to lead a civics class for my fellow students, giving me an outlet for my devotion to the Constitution and enthusiasm about government. I organized students to participate with me in local campaigns and arranged for Congressman Jim Corman to speak at my school. I became chair of the local Youth for Bobby Kennedy's presidential campaign. I was in the Ambassador Hotel on election night when he was assassinated. I was decimated, and the hate expressed in that act changed my worldview. Later, I volunteered on Ronald Reagan's presidential campaign, and yet another assassination attempt reinforced my view that change was needed in the political process. My work on numerous state and local campaigns further illustrated how party polarized we had become. My participation allowed me to see an increasing trend towards demonization of the other party, and eventually the condemnation of anyone who disagreed with that party's point of view. This polarization pitted citizen against citizen as pawns in a modern 2-party Game of Thrones. I concluded we citizens need to retake the high ground of vigorous debate in the marketplace of ideas as envisioned by the founders of our great country. We citizens must work to preserve and protect our freedom. So I committed to act to empower citizens to wrest control from the rich and the powerful and return it to citizens as decreed by the founders. But how? What to do? People of every political persuasion, race, gender, economic status, sexual orientation want their voice to be heard. But the rhetoric, the media, lobbyists, and special interest groups each aim to compel the determination of government policies for their own purposes without consideration of what most citizens want. The solution is to give ordinary citizens like you and me the power to determine policy outcomes. That's exactly what the free Citizens Choice app does. It transfers policy power to the majority and away from the money and power elites. Issue by issue, moment by moment, at all levels of government, Citizens Choice is the modern technology tool that gives you power over policies being decided in your name, without influence, with complete neutrality, and assured of the highest ethical standards. Only you can crush the 2-party game of power and elevate discussion and decision-making so that decisions favor the people, not the parties. Only you can return the Republic to its roots as the marketplace of ideas that benefited citizens, not its parties. Only you can transform government using your smartphone with the free Citizens Choice app. I'll close by sharing a quote that's been my favorite for many years from famous anthropologist Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Join Citizens Choice now at citizenschoice.us, and together we can change the world. P.S. Everyone who joins Citizens Choice can choose to be a signer of the Declaration of Independence, version 2, which will be published on the internet. Make history and be remembered, like John Hancock and the 55 other signers of the original Declaration of Independence. Thank you for considering Citizens Choice.